G'day everybody, welcome along to Main Freight Rugby. Now I'm sure you all know by now that there wasn't going to be any rugby this year in the Heartland Championship. So the Heartland Unions got together, and thanks to all of these sponsors, they've made Main Freight local happen. It's not quite what we expect, but what's happening is this sort of thing. Poverty Bay and WAIRARAPA-BUSH are meeting in the middle. They've both travelled, they've come to Napier, and they're going to play here at Tremaine Field. Interesting concept. Both of them have to travel, both gone about the same sort of distance.
Troy, you've got the Jeremy David Memorial Trophy. Tell us a little bit about it and the history and what it means to both sides.
Yeah, so it kicked off in 2000, and it's a trophy that's played between Poverty Bay and WAIRARAPA-BUSH as a memory towards Jeremy David, who was a young player that played for both unions, was tragically taken in an accident in Christmas Day 1998. And the significance is, I think it's played for in the spirit that people would like to remember Jeremy and how such a fantastic young man he was, and a very, very talented player, very, very gifted player.
Well, we've got the heavy hitters here. These are the CEOs of their respective rugby unions here this afternoon. Bit of rivalry between the two sides?
Oh, look, we've played Poverty Bay, I think, 37 times. It's 18 all with a draw in between. So, but, you know, today's about the Jeremy David Cup, and that's really important to both unions. So, you know, I was very fortunate to know Jeremy as a young lad. So, yeah, no, it's a great rivalry. So, but hats off for Poverty Bay for getting this game organised here at Napier, Old Boys Marist. It's brilliant, and I'm sure Josh has got a few words to say about today. There's always something on this game.
Neutral ground, Josh, but it doesn't matter. It's still a lot of pride in the jersey for the Poverty Bay boys.
Oh, absolutely. That's what it's been about this year. Obviously, you know, shortened season, but wanted to give the guys a good season and appreciate Tony agreeing to put up the Jeremy David Cup. Much like what he said, it's a treasured taonga. A lot of people back home knew Jeremy, and they look forward to this game. You talk about rivalry, definitely on the field, but off the field, we like to enjoy each other's company.
And how do you think the game's going to go, Tony?
Well, look, I think two evenly matched sides. I think the good thing about this competition this year, it's all about local players. So we'll see clubs versus clubs out there today, and I think that's a great thing about Heartland Rugby and something that needs to be promoted more.
Couldn't agree more. Could not agree more. Tim Ewan's all parked up, ready to go on this one. He's our caller. You there, Tim? Yeah, hello. Get on with it, son. This is WAIRARAPA-BUSH against Poverty Bay.
And underway here at Tremaine Field in Napier. Neutral ground, taken in by Poverty Bay. Jack Lewis on debut for them. The big boys go to work. And again, just one off at the early stages for Poverty Bay, into the wind, of course. Couple of passes wide for Poverty Bay. Looking good, an inside ball there. Looking good, Poverty Bay with the ball in hand. Their fullback, Kelvin Smith. And picked up on the far side by their number 11. Poverty Bay right from the kickoff pretty much. That's Scott McKINLEY. Fantastic start for Poverty Bay. And if we have a look on the wet and forget replay, we can see it was just quick hands on the far side, and the number 15, Kelvin Smith, injected into the back line with a bit of pace, and then Scott McKINLEY picks it up, dots over, and an early try to Poverty Bay. Good start for them. Looking to go wide, making the gain line, Poverty Bay though. Ball at the back. They take it into contact once more, and then quick hands coming to the near side. An intercept, first 5 for WAIRARAPA-BUSH. He kicks it just short, and he retrieves the ball that he kicked. WAIRARAPA-BUSH, that's the first 5. Nick Birchfield, they arrive in numbers. They spread it wide, and it's a try to WAIRARAPA-BUSH. Number 6, Joe TAKO, he plays for the Gladstone club. And they reply, WAIRARAPA-BUSH. And if we have a look on the wet and forget replay, we can see the first 5. Nick Birchfield kicking, trying to regather. The ball bobbles around a little bit, and they get close to the line. And then it comes free And the number 6, the blindside flanker, Joe TAKO, following up, scoops it up and scores. Time on, signalled by referee Eden Faitarik. Again to their money man, number 4, Tom Mackay. Once more, Poverty Bay a little bit high. Wairarapa-Bush, they're getting low, they're looking to drive. And they get a bit of momentum. Just a few metres short. They go forward and a try, signalled by the referee. And let's have a look. Looks like the birthday boy. It certainly is. It's the tight head prop, Lewis Bush, in the number 3 jersey. He gets across the line for Wairarapa-Bush. Turn 22. Quick hands. Their fullback, Kelvin Smith, he takes it forward. The clear out is good for Poverty Bay. They just need patience with the ball in hand. They go once more. And a dart through by the halfback, Broughton. The big second 5, he busts through, and a simple try in the end for Lewis DEVERY. Good try for Lewis DEVERY in the number 12 jersey, second 5'8". If we have a look at the wet and forget replay, we can see it was just quick hands after a bit of a pile up, and there was a mismatch in the midfield, and Louis DEVERY strolled over. Good try to him. And Poverty Bay go to work. Into the wind here at Tremaine Field in Napier. Good defence, held up. The pop pass goes to ground. Poverty Bay under pressure here in their own 22. Wairarapa-Bush are hungry for the ball. It comes loose. And a penalty signalled in favour of Wairarapa-Bush. Playing it on the ground is the signal. And a penalty to Wairarapa-Bush. Well inside the 22, in front of the goalposts. And their first 5, Nick Birchfield coming forward. Penalty successful by Birchfield. In fact, that is half-time here at Tremaine Field. Wairarapa-Bush 18, Poverty Bay 12. Devita Isaac on for Poverty Bay on the blind side. Pressure comes from Wairarapa-Bush. Punch in the midfield and an offload for Poverty Bay. They look to go wide. They've got good numbers on the far side, Poverty Bay, if they can just hang on to the ball. And try signalled. And that's a good try to Poverty Bay. Great start for them. We can see it broke down a little bit in the midfield for Poverty Bay. They took it left, quick hands, and Poverty Bay are in. Try scorer number 15, Kelvin Smith. But Wairarapa-Bush playing the ball quite effectively in Poverty Bay's half. They go long and straight into Wairarapa-Bush's hands. That's the hooker that's come away with it by the look of things for Wairarapa-Bush. Out to the flanker, Van Valet. And they go wide, half a hole. They feed it. Wairarapa-Bush are across. And it's their second 5'8", NIKORA Ewe. Good try to him. We can see on the wet and forget replay. They bring it to the near side, punch it up, and the big second 5'8" hangs on to the ball, goes over in the tackle, and a good try to Wairarapa-Bush. They go again, Wairarapa-Bush, and they are here to play. They go once more. Pile up on the far side, and then they bring it open. Short passes, and away goes their captain, the number 8, TUFUGA. They go again, and a try to Wairarapa-Bush. Basically from the kickoff, we can see in the wet and forget replay that they recycled, took it forward, hit up again, and then they go across once more, Wairarapa-Bush. 2 quick tries. They go again, Poverty Bay. This is good stuff. Good fight back from Poverty Bay. Poverty Bay there, they get the feed, they turn on the heat. Can they get a bit of go forward, Poverty Bay? Ball at the back. They bring it open. Their second 5. Takes it forward. Recycle again, quick hands needed. A bit of space out wide. He puts his foot down and he's into the corner. That is number 22, the man with the magic heel, Matt RALEIGH. And we can see on the wet and forget replay, it was held at the back of the scrum. They took it forward, then quick hands out to the far side, and it was basically a stroll over for Matt RALEIGH. Now they bring it open, straight up the middle. Sole Malatai, good carry by him. Big numbers on this near side. Shut down by Poverty Bay, gutsy defence by them. Ball at the back though for WAIRARAPA-BUSH. The big prop goes for the line. He had men outside him, playing advantage. They go once more, and it's a try to WAIRARAPA-BUSH. Looks like their replacement halfback. And we can see on the wet and forget replay, there was a bit of a hit up in the midfield, broke down slightly, a little bit of a pile up, and then just a simple dive through by the replacement halfback. Conversion successful. And full time here at Tremaine Field. WAIRARAPA-BUSH running out winners over Poverty Bay, 46 points to 26.
Hey, tough conditions with that win, but you must be proud of you boys.
Yeah, definitely proud. Come out in the first half pretty solid, just faded away in the end there. Credit to WAIRARAPA, I mean they pushed us right to the end, eh?
How difficult was it playing with that wind on attack and on D as well?
Yeah, it was hard to try and pinpoint where the wind was going, but you know, we just try and play to the conditions and control all we can, and we just said, look, just hold on to the pill and we'll be all right.
And the boys, they enjoyed travel up here from Masterton?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was nice to meet them halfway. It's better than going from that Wairoa track all the way to Gisborne, but yeah, no, it's awesome.
So our thanks to all of our sponsors, Main Freight, of course, still D-Max, Wet and Forget, and Sky Sport. Without them,